up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and I'm just messing around here. Today we're going to keep working on my cover back here. But I am in the process of developing a visual Bible for a graphic novel that I'm working on, and I wrote the graphic novel titled The Ghost of Arlan, or I am writing. And I had characters in mind, obviously, created the characters, but I didn't have visual representation quite locked down. I wanted it to be fluid so things can change and adapt. But now that I'm getting really close to finishing my first draft, I thought it would be a really good time to help me out to start doing a visual Bible of my characters. Over here is one of the main characters, Evo. So what I'm also doing is I am simplifying my shapes so that when I begin the drawing process and the thumbnail process and my quick sketches, I'll have the muscle memory of what's the word I'm looking at? The shorthand version of my character, so that I can just put them in there. So I'm trying to find that here. I am going to be working on the cover today, but I just wanted to find her brother, her sibling here, by the name of Enix. He's an archer, so you guys are going to laugh when you see the model that I'm using to find him. I don't know when the movie came out. I'm sure it was the mid-90s. But I'm actually using Kevin Costner as Robin Hood as my model for just this image. I like the pose he's in. Very intimidating. My character's a lot younger. But I figured, why not? They're both archers. I'm just trying to find it. So anyway, how you guys doing? Happy Monday. Ike, how you doing, sir? Happy Monday to you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Your boy didn't go live on the vertical, so let me just say, what is happening here? Are we live or not live? Uh-oh, the Monday gremlins. The Monday gremlins. The tech gremlins are messing with me. But yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I'll show you some of my prelim sketches of my heroine here, my hero. You doing okay? Awesome, man. We're vertical, man. We're breathing. We have to take... that's a blessing in itself, man. The way things are going. Sometimes I want to grab a 3B. That's what's up. Your your soccer team. That's what's up. Man, embarrassingly, I have not followed any World Cup stuff at all. Not that I don't like soccer. It's just that the hours that they play is a little bit weird because they're accommodating for the world, which is awesome. But yeah, I've been so consumed by writing, creating, and drawing and working here that it just hasn't crossed my mind to pause a bit. But that's awesome, man. Congrats to you and the squad. Let me move this window. He has a great rim lighting here. I'm going to be done here. I'm not sure if I want to give my character a goatee or not. What would a 19, 18-year-old dude in a fantasy, not medieval, but in a fantasy sword and sorcery setting, would he have? I think he would have. But I'm kind of trying to do two things at once. I'm trying to create the visual look of the character while also trying to find within the structure a simple way to create them, because I'm going to have to be drawing these people hundreds if not thousands of times in the event of this story. So I have to make it Butterfingers easy for me, at least to get it. The idea is to get my vision on paper as quickly as possible, so then I can take my time with all the rendering. I kind of like that flyaway here. But you may have seen some of these already. Move this stuff out the way. An old piece that I did last year. I remember doing this, and I remember labeling it Red Sonja, but I'm going to reclaim this image as one of the first renditions of my character. Let me lower the volume here. Yes, you're gonna do that same too. I think I've showed you this before, but I want to show you something. What's up, Caleb? Pull up a chair. Welcome to the table. Where am I? What am I talking now? Boot. Yeah, so this here allegedly is the last book you'll ever need, apparently. That's what they say. Let me see if I can get a bigger picture. Let me get rid of this image here. Wow. And this is what I'm going to use mainly for the practices, and there's some really cool. I think I've gone through this before, and it has some really cool exercises. Check that out, bro. It already gives you the planes in 3D space, and it breaks them down. So I'm gonna be studying a lot of this stuff on my own. Maybe I can start sharing some of this stuff in on my Wednesday workshops here on the channel, and I'll probably scan an image or take a picture of the image, put it up as reference, and we'll do some just messing around. I think it'll be cool. People will be able to take screenshots and work with me, or I'll put it up there. But anyway, he has a lot of cool. This team that did this book, a lot of cool 3D renderings and building of the forms, lighting of the forms, and all of that stuff. So I be having these books and I don't use them to their full potential, meaning I don't get to be at my full potential. So, and it has this little workbook here. They all came in this collection here. And it has more exercises. Basically, the cheat sheet, not the cheat sheet, but see, this has it's hard to see. They really printed it in low quality. You see how ghosted those lines are? Those are cubes in 3D space where you can do the exercises to draw your faces in perspective. It got eyes, it got noses, it got mouths, it got ears, it got more faces to copy and trace perspective, the building of the arm, shoulder, bicep, tricep, forearm in 3D space. I mean, this thing, I think the exercises alone is worth the price. I'm a visual learner, so I'm always just looking at it, trying to reverse engineer. So that's that. So yeah, that's her. That's another piece of my female hero, Evo. Just building out, creating my being lazy. Yeah, dude, it's okay. Finding my mental and visual library, my visual Bible for the characters, and I'm so close to being done with the writing. I'm at the pinnacle of the whole thing, the reveals, the final battle, the final redemptions, the final truths. And I thought it was time to visually start putting my world together and my characters together, because they're the more I write, the more I read through my story, I'm beginning to see them fleshed out a bit more, and I'm beginning to see their faces. It's kind of weird how writing them, they were living in a haze, so just their characters and their emotion was coming through, but now I'm beginning to see the visual representation in them, and I'm digging it. Oh, not Supergirl. But yeah, you just couldn't get anything to look right. It's a weird thing being an artist sometimes, where you just can't draw a straight line, right? Or you can't get the perspective that you've been looking at, and even looking at reference, sometimes that piece just doesn't register in our minds, right? I feel like all the paper behind me is gonna fall. So that's him. So yeah, that's what I was doing earlier today to try to warm up, creating quick portraits of her, looking in different directions, and then trying to keep and write down certain landmarks. You know, she has a small little tiara, a stone, a gem on a braid. Strong features. She'll always have these lines going from her cheek to the edge of her lips, that type of stuff. She'll always have this kind of like diamond shape on her nose, on the tip of her nose. Her eyebrows will always be that shape. Her hair will always have these three lines in the bangs, like that type of stuff. So long braid. She's tall, she's muscular, she's badass. So what I'm doing is going through a lot of hero shots. Yes, very much Red Sonja. A lot of hero shots, and then a simplification of those, just for later when I start doing storyboards and thumbnails and my rough panels. And the only dude, I only drew him once, was her brother here, and I didn't like it. So yeah, but yeah, you're right, dead on. I'm looking at a lot of Brigitte Nielsen from her Red Sonja. I did make her. They really did not do her justice. That lady is a supermodel, and they didn't help her in that movie. I don't know how young she was or anything, but you guys remember when Rose McGowan was going to be Red Sonja? This is when she was in a relationship with Robert Rodriguez, but apparently he's kind of a tool bag, and the Weinstein thing happened with her, and Hollywood kind of like ignored her, and I think there's a new Red Sonja movie out that just looks ass. That looks terrible and uninteresting. I kind of like that. Very Maine-esque. I think my cat agrees. So because what you see behind me is the cover of the graphic novel. What it is going to be the cover for me for when my finished script is going to be something as I build throughout the next couple of months and days and years, man. I know it's going to take years for me, but that's okay. Beady eyes of an archer. But I'm having a lot of fun learning the writing process and living in that world. Ooh, I thought I saw a flicker. This has a very Kubert-esque look to it, and I am okay with that. Okay, that's enough of that. I like that. I like how light that is. I can build. Thank you, Kevin Costner. I'm gonna have to watch that movie now. I'm gonna have to make him a lot younger looking. Less lines. Maybe a scratch or a scar or two. Tragically, his mom, my character here, was murdered. Killed with an arrow. And he's an archer, so he kept the arrow. The arrowhead as a reminder. Now the next thing I do, if I keep building on this, what I'm going to end up doing is I'll probably scan it in and then break it down into its simplest forms and just keep it as reference, because what I don't want it to do is to have my character continue to evolve without me. Or I evolve without it or him. But I'm digging it. What's today? Today is July the 13th. This is Enix, and I am mellow. Alright, let me put this aside here. I'm actually digging that. I might keep that here. Scooch to my blues. So, let me show you guys this is the rough. That's what I'm actually working off of. A sketch I did yesterday. When did I do it? I started developing the... Did I not sign it? Yeah, I did it yesterday. That's the original here. So I was able to scan it in. These are some of my 5 of my characters for my story. I scanned it in, and then I superimposed it in Photoshop and adjusted, or Photopea if you guys don't have Photoshop. You can do that, and this is a process you guys are working on, or working with. And fixed it and tweaked it and made things bigger, smaller, so they can fit my 11 by 17, which is what I'm working on. I'm using blue pencil. You don't have to. I'm eventually going to go over this with more defined lines, maybe a regular pencil, scan it, and then I'm going to ink it, because I want to go through the whole process. And maybe I can find a digital artist somewhere to paint it. Alright, let's continue. So, right now, I have her here. So what I did was, I had to use my grid line here so I can keep everybody compositionally in my page. She's going to take the left half all up until almost 5, 6. This is 11 by 17, so This is the halfway mark of the page. She's gonna own this piece. Her brother's gonna own this piece. And I'm just following some of the contours, and I'm just gonna tighten it as we go. But yeah, how was your weekend? How's everybody's weekend? I hope you're all doing good. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing this journey with me, man. That's all it's about. That's what it is all about here at the table. The table. I got my... I'm just gonna get my guides to see if I can build her body in here a bit better than what I had. Show their muscles. I'm actually saving myself a lot, man. As I'm writing, the artist in me is fighting with the writer in me to go, hey, less panels. Relax on those panels, bro. The good thing is that, what I'm doing is not necessarily reinventing the wheel. It is very much Red Sonja-esque. It's very much sword and sorcery. So we all have an idea what those things look like. So let me move my... so I can see the chat better. Say hello to my cat. Oh, brother. Alright, we Gucci. Sorry, I'm gonna go real light just so I can build the form. I'm sure it'll start looking a little bit clearer as we move. The trick is that she's big and muscular, but I don't want her to be so muscular that she loses some of her femininity and the nurturing nature of the female form and body. So it's always the hard part. One of the things that I find it difficult when I'm looking at a reference of female form, and although I may enjoy the pose and things like that and want to use it to serve my purpose, to try to transform those women, if they're not athletic, into an athletic looking figure while being respectful to the form and being respectful to the story and the nature of what's happening here. Like, she's big but not quite Amazonian. One of the coolest things that I remember in the Snyder Justice League movie was the Amazonians. They were just big and beautiful and powerful. They were badass. Chest plate, midsection. Und the belly button. trying to make sure she is in my page here. So I apologize if you guys can't see this stuff here. Hey Dema, welcome. We are both doing good. Ike's doing alright. But he's happy because his squad made it to the next level. We're doing good. I hope you're doing well. Maybe you're working on my cover. My pencil lead, is it bending? It feels weird. I felt weird. If she is, that means there's one up here. It's such a weird feeling. I was talking about this last night. Of how different this feels because these are my characters, and most of the stuff that I've done are fan art of somebody else's. So this actually feels unique and oddly personal. I feel like that hand, there's something weird going here with that hand. I might have to move it because her brother's gonna go there. Oh yeah, man, you gotta. Alright, so let's see. I'm just gonna do a line here, hold it. Okay. As you must, I saw you gave a video. You gave a video. It's yes, his video is awesome. Artwork's awesome. Thanks, Tema. It is the only good thing I was able to create this weekend. It's wonderful. These are yes, yes, Tema. These are my characters. This is a kind of a concept sketch, a concept cover for what I would hope to be eventually a graphic novel. I don't know if I can do. It's in chapter form, the way I'm writing it. But I think I might just try to do the whole thing all at once. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure I'll be overwhelmed at one point and want to quit. But yes, these are characters that I've written full story for. And I am almost complete, almost done writing. Very little left. And because of that, I felt compelled to start putting together visually, almost for me, a visual Bible, a visual guidelines to the characters, so that I can start doing more sequential artwork, narrative artwork. And I'm gonna have to get familiar with these people. Oh, I like that ant. Ike well versed on the things that make not turning out. Yes, I think we all are on that same boat, my friend. JOM, hello, how you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out yesterday. Guys, I was on here last night from like 9:30 to 11:30 yesterday. So, burning the midnight oil, as they say, or burning the candle from both ends. Oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. I really do. I was telling people last night, that I went to Comic-Con here in Florida, one of the first one ever for me, and how just being around those artists and creators that do this stuff for a living. And I went first as a fan, met some great people, met some people that I follow, which was really weird and cool, because we don't feel, we as in me, but they don't seem like celebrities until, I guess they don't act like celebrities. They just really cool, some of them are. So it's really cool in that sense too. Be able to walk up to someone who I bought their books from and know their writing and know their characters and appreciate them and get stuff signed by them and ask them questions. And I mean, I'm not selling the the event. It's just my first time going, but it was awesome. But yeah, it was really cool. I can't wait to go back next year. And I've been down here in Florida for almost 5 years now, and it was awesome to meet fellow artists from the area. And they seemed pretty, they were very welcoming, and they looked like they were just as happy, I hope, to meet someone that's fairly local. Or local. All right. Thanks, JOM. Yeah, all I did. Let me zoom in here a bit. You saw me working on these guys yesterday. Oh, I hope this isn't going to turn into a tangent. See the scar on his face? I do not want it to turn into kind of like following her. But we'll see. I may have to break it up with the sword here. I may be worrying about stuff before it happens, so you can't get mad at things that haven't happened yet. was really interesting, as I was saying, because I'm not doing fan art, it's my art. I I am developing the visual references for it. There's nothing for me to kind of like fall back on. There's no other artist or an interpretation for me to fall back on, except for starting to create from known things. I mentioned earlier Red Sonja, and that's something that I have in my mind, especially with the way my character's hair is portrayed. Red Sonja from the movie. The Red Sonja from in her books, she has long flowing red hair. My character has a bit more. Her hair is in a ponytail and kind of like poofy, something like that. So it's really interesting to kind of like fall into some tropes, but also being open and allowing the character to emerge. Let's do this. We don't need that today. Do some flim flam here. But it definitely, as I was saying, it definitely makes me appreciate the creators and the artists that I follow that do this on a regular basis. One of the things I was talking about, how not every artist is built different. Not every artist is an artist is an artist. I, for a long time, and even now, as I'm doing this, predominantly am a single image type artist, pin-up or cover, as I've been doing throughout the year. And the people that I follow are writers and sequential artists, and they're amazing. And I have a newfound respect and appreciation for what they do, and more so from the people that I've admired in the past and present in the industry. It's that thing, is just because you can hum a tune doesn't mean you can sing it. I am learning how to sing, so to speak. I'm learning how to sing. I'm learning how to write my own music in that sense. Oh, brother, I'm all over. Yesterday, I was using the metaphor of a chef's. Today is a musician. Yeah, like I said, it took me quite a while to try to draw more than one thing in the scene. Yes, man, I feel you. And for me, the hardest thing is to have them in perspective, like in a room or something like that. Like this is kind of cheating, their perspective up on the top of the page is separate from the one down here. So, I'm trying to do kind of like the movie cover designs of the modern movie cover designs, where all the figures are on the page and mid explosion. Nova Draws Comic. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Nova asks, what you doing? What am I drawing? I am drawing a cover for my own characters, for my own story. A story about that I'm currently writing and developing, and so I wanted to share the first thing with you guys and how to, in the process, is something that I've mentioned that I wanted to do and share with you guys anyway. Plus, it holds me accountable. Every artist that I've been following that does this, they all have said to me the same thing: do it. Remove all of those concerns and questions. If you're ready or not, do it. Make it ugly. Just make it. Just make it. You'll learn more about failing than you would if it was immediately successful. You have to fail. You have to draw the wrong line. Get it done. Make the dialogue terrible. I don't like that eye, but that's okay. We work. So yeah, their motto has been stop talking about it and be about it. I'm like, okay, okie dokie. So I kind of hunkered down and started writing and put other stuff to the side and really focused on this story and this piece and these characters, and which started out really as a 6-page silent story has turned into about a 200-300 page adventure. Not necessarily sword and sandal, but is a fantasy action adventure story that follows siblings. I gotta remember my visual shortcuts here. Diamond tips on the nose. She's kind of like the powerhouse. She's the tank. If her brother is the tactician, she's the tank. They both know they have to go through a room. He'll try the door first. She's gonna go through the wall. But yeah, I'm really proud of what's happening and the process, enjoying it. I've actually took a couple of days off from writing because I wanted to start developing some of these images and pictures and characters. The warlord, the ghost himself, the ghost of Arlan, who's not a ghost. He's just kind of like this beast that has this legendary background. The captain over here. Susan, it's been a while. How you doing? Creative. You can hit the link, Creative, on that I have pinned there to check out the full page. Ike and Tema, all the cool kids. All the old heads are on that side of the table. But it's good to see you. It's been a while. I think we've all been so creatively busy. It's so cool to just seeing it feels like the vets, the ones that have been in the circle for the same amount of time, I tell you, you guys have made the feel of community that much more amazing. Saboteur, how you doing? Good day, sir. What I'm working on, I'm working on my cover. The cover to my book, my story. The Ghost of Arlan, man. I'm drawing the 5 main characters. I'm trying to do hero shots while also trying to keep in mind while I'm building the simple visual library for them. Sneak peek, yeah, the super sneak peek. This is just kind of like this is basically, yeah, I guess it would be a sneak peek. It's so early in the process. I haven't even finished writing, but I am close. I'm so close with finishing my first draft. That I need to start getting a visual look for the book, for my characters. And I figured I'll share with you guys, man, share the whole process. I feel like I'm missing the angle here. I drew something recently. Where are all my things? Hold on one second. Yeah. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, lately I've been whenever I come on, and if I'm not drawing any fan art or anything like that, and you guys see me, I'm doing a little portrait practice or something like that, it's usually because I am sneaking in some visual representations. This is kind of like the evolution of my main character. I feel like some of these were too delicate, even though it would work. But maybe images of the past. There are certain bits of backstory, but who knows? But no, this was the original look of one of the characters, Calbray. But it's very generic in that terms. It's a fantasy sword and sorcery type of deal. So his evolution is this guy up here. That guy. Made him shave that top lip, trim the eyebrows a bit. I like the squinty eyes. This is I was doing some portrait practice, and but yeah, this one was one of the shots of my hero character, her, Ifo. I was using reference. I had last week or the week before. Can't remember now anymore. The days are all blending together. I had the reference up on the screen. We was drawing live on Budokai, and I was explaining and showing how using a reference to fit our story and our characters and changing it and tweaking it and not being so cemented to the reference. Mine is a bit more, actually it's less exaggerated than the image that I used. So yeah, where's my other? So yeah, And this is some simple shots of my female hero here. So I'm trying to find, that looks like a young, oh, what's her name? She's Charlie Sheen's ex-wife. She was in Starship Troopers. She was a physicist in a James Bond movie. 20 points for whoever guesses. Anybody? Anybody? What? Denise Richards? Is that her name? Like a young Denise Richards. Anyway, I'm trying to find a quick, not easy peasy, but quick landmarks so I can draw my characters quickly and get them in storyboard form, so that when I start building my thumbnails. Anyway, a little too much shop talk. Let's get back here. Where am I? All right. Now, I'm glad you guys are all here. Get along, talk amongst yourselves. I might go radio silent. I'm a terrible host. Type of host that just points you towards the fridge. Hey, drinks are over there. That top lip. I gotta ask you, Sabo, is there a Madonna? Who Madonna? Oh, the one yelling? No. I might have the image still somewhere. I'm not gonna worry about the eyes. Let me just get the shape in here. I gotta ask. So I was gonna ask you if you have a way to, if you have a method to quickly get your figures on the page. You draw pretty detailed figures, man. So I wonder if there's a way you do it quickly. Well, based on your history, brother. If there's a method that I can adopt to kind of like hasten the process, so I can have more time later to build up. I just want to get the stories out. If I can get the stories and do my layouts right. Alright, she has a braid. A long braid. I have it come this way. You just sketch? Gotcha. You lying. I'm kidding, brother. So I'm trying to develop a freehand approach. Not here. I'm going all out here. This is the hero shot. So when I finally get my figures nailed down the way I want them to look, I'm going to start working on shorthand versions of them. Almost like maybe like like animated cell. You know what I'm talking about? Just to get them on the page. One of the things that I've never done really is sequential art. I've done storytelling, I guess, but as you can notice, I rarely draw the same version of a hero the same way twice. It's a great cheat for a cover artist. I want to focus more on my technique than than the way they look. But yeah, man. But Charlie's right. No cheat codes. Sepple says, I need to get looser again. I find myself in the self-doubt quite a bit. Like you're trying to finish the page as you're building it. That if that is what you mean, that is kind of like what killed my momentum with my elf Christmas story that I had written. Again, also one thing that started out as 5-6 pages, turning into 15, almost 20. And then as I'm putting it together, I'm making almost every frame a work of art without building out and fleshing out the story or the process, and it really did. Like you said, that self-doubt, that wall closed in on me pretty quickly. Every panel was taking so much time. And I really just wanted to get the story out of my head. So I will revisit it. But I'm looking forward to. I was able to meet some cool artists, man, in the Comic-Con on Friday. Hopefully I can meet someone that can do some layouts, so I can mess around and try to do art over their layouts. Do the finishes, as they say. I think the self-doubt comes in when I'm working on a page and it doesn't feel like they're alive enough. Then the art gets too tight and doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, like an odd stiffness. Like even here, there's an odd stiffness, and I think it's just because I haven't put the shadows in. But I don't want to do all of that just yet until I kind of build the shape here. And now I might have to move over so I can do the brother. But okay, I was telling them earlier, something that you shared with me basically is just do it. Make all the mistakes, do them now. Learn that way. But I need to keep this, actually, I need to keep this image next to me. How many pages have I written? I'll tell you right now. Doop, doop, boop, boop. I don't know if this will tell me. I'm using a Mac, so I'm using their text edit, but BS. Would it tell me? Would it tell me? Alright, I'm gonna pretend to print, and hopefully it'll tell me. Okay. I don't know. I don't think the page count is accurate because, well, or it might be. There's a lot of single spacing or double spacing because it's written kind of script like. So it says about 500 pages. I didn't think it was going to be like that. Hold on. That can't be right. That can't be right. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay. So, yeah, it's a lot. It's closer to 150 pages or so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing it very different. What I've been doing lately is oh, that'd be cool. The Museum of Comic Art. That'd be dope to go see. Um, what I would do is I would write in the basic paragraph form. He said, she said, this happened, and then when it looks right, then I'll just slowly go back into it. I've been doing this for maybe like 2 months now, and the story is not very long. Like I said, I'm at the I'm in the climax here. I'm at the near the end. Everything will be revealed. It's happening, man. It's happening. But yeah, the Comic Con was great, Susan. I went on Saturday, the 11th, with my daughter. We went to Jacksonville. Met some really cool artists. Many that I follow. Many that I was stalking on Instagram and was able to talk to them. And maybe, fingers crossed, some potential collaborations. Yes. Yes. So I had to Google that too, brother. I had to Google and look at a lot of YouTube videos of how to write a comic book script. There is no real format to it. There's no standardized form. There's some that write it like a script. Because I guess there's a method to movie scripts that you have to adhere to, or they won't even look at it. But I'm like, that's not gonna be my problem. And but because it's for me, honestly, I just want it to make sense. So this is actually what this drawing is for. That it's gonna be the cover to the manuscript. It's a lot of talking, but I can't wait to finish it. I really can't. That's why I've changed my streaming schedules. When I was doing lives every day, I changed it to Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays so I can focus on some writing and some sketching and some notes. Because everything's just kind of like blending together. Sorry about that. Her eyes are killing me. But yeah, even though it feels dense, I did really make it simple for myself. Not a lot of, not a lot of different locations. Not a lot of characters, and a lot of silent communication. Why not? I went to a IndieCon a couple years ago, which is what I thought this was going to be. And the IndieCon was like at a college. It was really quiet and small. I had just local artists. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So when I went to this one, I didn't read the guest list until after the fact. There was over 1,000 artists. It was like, oh. Whoa. But it was cool. It was cool. Definitely would like to go back. You like that? From Amazon, brother. And I was able to meet one of the organizers of the IndieCon, the smaller one. And was able to exchange info and cool stuff. And hopefully next year, I might be able to booth up. That'd be kind of cool. And pimp my wares. Give me some time to build up a portfolio. You need to do some affiliate linking with all your gadgets. Yeah, man. Hey, I think once I hit the first tier for revenue, which is the super chat and the sell your stuff, then I can probably link all these cheap trinkets. But like I was telling Tama a couple of days ago or last week, it just always feels like YouTube keeps moving the goalpost. Every time I feel like I'm right there, they're like, no, another more hours to go. Another more hours to go. So, all right, is that it? Is it the ear? Uh-oh. Little art hookup. Uh, I'm just curious. I take so long. I'm gonna have to light the fire when I do start building these pages. Something off here. Drawing is whack. Why do we do this to ourselves? But I got to meet Greg Land. I got to chat it up with Jimmy Palmati a little bit. Peter's brother. Told him I follow his bro. Amanda Connor, which is really cool. I think Adam Hughes was supposed to be there, but unfortunately, I think he's going through some health issues. Jim Rugg was there. He's a really cool dude. We got to speak a little bit on Ed Piscor a bit. And then he signed my Hulk Grand Design, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, don't stop. Don't stop. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to find a really tight schedule, create a schedule for myself, and just stick to it and get it done. Because the thing that's going to be difficult, one is staying consistent. Two is that the story isn't episodic. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to do the whole thing, or maybe I can do it in volumes if I can go back and kind of like work around cliffhangers or whatever the heck, because there are a few. Because I was writing it kind of like in chapter form, even though in my mind it was just going to be one story. There's something about this lady's face, man. It's killing me. Very undynamic. All right. I think it's just maybe the location. All right. All right. It's the hardest part, to try to move things. Yeah, hopefully they have some there. The indie cons are great. Fanzines and those were really like salt of the earth cats that really had nothing else to lose. They just loved their art and was sharing it. It was awesome. Not a lot of big publishers, if any. What time is it? There was a lot of indie artists in the Comic Con this weekend, which I was surprised. I'll tell you right now, though, there were a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for here? Approachable than the professionals. I know they have so many cool cons, and I have always wished I could go to the ones for YouTube creator cons. I think it is. Yeah, that would be kind of cool too. I don't know if that made a difference. We're all pros. Pros. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's because she's not like yelling or nothing. Alright. Plan D. We're gonna leave this blank for now, and I'm gonna see if I can find an emotion that we can. Cause she looks so unbothered. Fighting. Alright. We're gonna do the O'Reilly. We're gonna do it live. Well, as soon as you get published, you're a pro. That's what's up. All right, from your lips to God's ears, bro. I think you're right. No Butterfingers. His face just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm hoping some ink wash will salvage what I just made. Oh. Well, if it makes you feel better, I can draw this lady's face. Doo-doo-doo. Can you do it repeatedly? Yeah, man. And it sucks because it's always like, you're only as good as your last one, right? I like the face. I like that eye. Now I gotta make sure they work together. I kind of like that grimace now. Mine is gonna be, can I do it at all? You know, I might just have to accept the fact that I am not a sequential artist. And I think that's okay. Maybe I can meet enough artists so that they can do my book. I'll be the cover artist. I'll do the pinups. But I'll never know unless I do it. All right. I like the face. She's angry. Let's go. It could be the hair. I think the thing that I'm suffering with is that no, because I didn't quite like the way I had it. It was super rough. So I so the question was, I don't use my sketch as my baseline. Yes and no, but more as a visual baseline, like with these. I went and did these 3 freehand last night. Looking at that, I just used my sketch as where the placements was, if that makes sense. I might have to the next time, but I just wanted it more for placement, which is why the brother there really isn't getting no love. So I kind of scooched her over and enlarged her so that he can be present here. Here, I'll show you the original. It's a lot more messy. And there was nothing here. I should have moved him over. So he is gonna be a bit bigger. Hopefully, I don't get lost in here. I didn't really need the bottom of the teeth, but I got carried away. Yeah, and I bought a friggin' giant light box. I don't even use it. I thought I was going to when I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be that type of an artist. Don't even use it. I don't even use it. Let's see if we can do some here. I really wanted to keep this clean with as little shading as humanly possible, but I just can't. Some of the stuff I just can't see until I start putting the forms in there. Feel me? Can we collab on something in future? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, man. I had someone jump on a stream and say that, but he really didn't have any plan or anything. He must have been a young kid or something, but he was like, "You can draw me and I draw you," and I don't want to do that. Like, I appreciate it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, but yeah, I would love to. Well, I gotta show you guys this. It feels off too. This artist on YouTube called Jeff Kessinger, who wanted to paint over my Batman and Catwoman piece. I think JOM saw that one last night. He's an amazing artist. It blew me away how quickly he was able to start transforming the image. I thought it was awesome. I'll show you guys in a hot second. I feel like it's the face off. I am struggling. No, we Gucci. It is what it is. I think it's her bottom half here. Shoulder. Maybe it's. I definitely. The struggle is real. All right, let me see. Let me see here. Face. Arm. Arm. Face. Shoulder. It's not very realistic, that's why. It's kind of like swinging. Maybe the arm is not fully extended the way it's supposed to be. So I'm digging the face, but I'm not digging the rest of the body. Isn't that something? Oh, all right. You can't be married to it. Allegedly. All right. Yeah, yesterday while we was drawing this guy up here, he had a full beard, mustache that made him look too cute. So we tweaked that live. All right. So if that's the shoulder here, I'm gonna have to start doing some anatomy classes here. I want it to look like she in mid-swing. The trap. Shoulder blade. I guess the arm was fine. Maybe I can bring it lower. Chest plate. The breastplate. Rib. Let me get one rib. There. The lats. The love handle. Giving you guys all the accurate anatomy. Outline the glute. Yeah, that gives her this gesture line. That's one heck of an edit. Maybe the arm is not dynamic enough. That goes that way. The armor has to go lower. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make this thing work. Be a lot of building here. All right. I think I may have lost track of what the intention was, but I think I got it. I think we're getting there. Forward brow, angry eyes. You gotta make those sounds too. Okay, so I don't know if that looks any better. It's kind of a weird angle, but a lot of it is hidden in the armor. So the thing about being an artist sometimes, guys and gals, is that you have to convince the viewer, yeah man, what you're looking at is right. Sometimes that viewer is yourself if you're the artist. And you're constantly fighting with it. I'm digging her emotion though. If she was to swing. And we need to get another pair of eyes and ask my wife and daughter. They're my editors. Butterfingers. But if it starts making sense in shade and shadow, then I think we're in business. I guess we're gonna have to do homie on the next stream. Get the brother in there. I just want to, if I can just get her form right, I don't need to finish it, because then maybe I can just start adding the details later. But I think that's working. She's coming alive. If it makes sense in 3D space, I think we're good. I do not like this strap here. So I'm gonna give her that instead. Man, now I'm gonna have to go look at like, not medieval armor, but armor. My world doesn't need to be realistic. My watch is telling me to stand up. So I'm gonna do that. Oh. She got tree bang lines. That's gonna have to work for now. Or not. See, this is what AI artists miss. They miss out on the agony of trying to get the face right. To what end must we suffer? Shoot, I'm envious of them right now. But they'll never know the joy of figuring it out, of failing so much that when it happens, that eureka. But I ain't find that eureka just yet. You do this nightly. The struggle is fantastic. Holy crap. It is like, what the? And I'm sure there's artists out there that nail it. Well, good for them. They nail it on the first try. They too will never know how it feels to find success. Move. Camera, move. I don't know what it is. There's really definitely something I feel that's missing. But again, it could be because I've been looking at it. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I don't hate it though. That feels more dynamic than the original sketch there. In the original sketch though, I did have her arms lower. I'm gonna be a little bit more looser, I think. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna fit her brother in there now. That's hilarious. I wonder, maybe I'm gonna stop. All right. I actually have some reference here. I was using Kevin Costner earlier to be my quick representation, but I'm not sure. It's the attitude, man. But I got this generic homie with a bow and arrow. I just want to see if I can fit him in here, and then I can build him out later. This will be around here. What's it called? He has the bow knocked, right? Is that the expression when they're getting ready to shoot? Because it wouldn't be fire. It's knock and then release, right? Is that the expression for archers? Any archers in the hizzy? In the house? I don't care if it blends into that dude's beard. Everything blends into the beard. he has. So this is this guy here. All right, I'm gonna move this image. That terribly boring character here. But I like the hair, so I'm gonna see if I can he's kind of like the debonair swashbuckler type of dude. But the strategist, tactician, natural leader, although he fears the responsibility, he feels he's too young, but his decisions are always based on thought and study. But honestly, I just want to get through this piece. Not that it's a rush, but I'm really excited. Thank you guys for hanging out and indulging me as I struggle. But I am digging it. Alright, that was the hair here. But it's been 2 hours. So, party peoples, I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday for another workshop. I'll be working on this probably. I'm going to try to get the figure here as much as humanly possible, but we could keep talking about penciling, painting, whatever you guys like. I'm going to go through the whole process of this. I'm going to finish penciling. I'm going to do some inking. It's been a while since I've done some inking. And I can use the practice. We can start going through that. But yeah, no, I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I'm going to let the music play me out. This has been a struggle. No, I'm kidding. Arts at a Round Table. You already know. My name is Mello. God bless you. Love you, mean it. And until next time, I'll draw you later. Bye.